And here is page 4. Page 4 is worth 1 point. However, the bonus was worth 5, and it was an all or nothing problem. So let's go ahead and answer question number 12. It says the triangle is rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise around the point 1, -1. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate some of my answers. I'm going to find the ones that have the point at 1, -1. So if I look at my little crosshair here, that is at the point 1, 1. Right, and letter B, that is at the point 1, 1. And C, that is the point -1, 1. So that's wrong. And D, this is the point 1, -1. So that one's wrong. So I at least have it down to a 50-50 guess. And then 90 degrees counterclockwise. I'm not even going to do a whole lot of measuring. I'm just thinking 90 degrees counterclockwise is going to move this thing in this direction. So as I think about the orientation of this thing, right, when I look at my kind of my figure, now you're doing this in your head, obviously, but I can actually do it on the board, right? I'm thinking about this kind of an orientation of that figure, right? I just kind of take that, and I can turn my paper if I need to, but I kind of turn that orientation. Now, I know it's not around the center. It's around a different point, but orientation-wise, this is kind of what I'm looking at, and that's the one that B has. B has that kind of an orientation, right? C looks like it rotated clockwise 90 degrees. So the big difference between A and B is one of them rotated clockwise around that point, and the other one went counterclockwise. So your answer there was B. That was worth 1 point. And now I'm going to take you down to the bonus. And the bonus is actually a pretty easy problem if you would have watched the video that I posted in Canvas about dilating and doing some different things around points, not about the origin. The only trick was I did not include the graph for you to use, because if you remember when we did question number 8, I told you the graph really doesn't help you at all, but it's on the paper. So my hope was some of you would go back and possibly use that graph to help you. And that's exactly what I'm going to do here. So the nice thing about finding the center of dilation is I'm going to plot the point A, which is at 1, -2. That is the point A. And it becomes the point D. So D is at 4, -3. And what I'll do is I will then just connect them with a line. I'm going to do it nice and light here. I'm just going to connect those 2 points. All right, my next pairing is B and E. However, it deals with a point that's a half, and I don't like the half, so I'm going to skip that one. And then I'm going to jump to C and F. So the point C is at 2, 1. And the point F is at 6, 3. So that's C and F. And again, I'm going to connect them with a line. So C and F. I'll go ahead and connect those with a line. And the center of dilation is the point where those lines meet. And I'll tell you, if I were to plot the points B and E, it would do the exact same thing. But where do they meet? They meet back here at my center of dilation. So the center of dilation here is the point -2, -1. And then I have to ask myself, what is my scale factor? And it's really this easy. If I want to get to C, I go up 2 and right 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to compare that to getting to F, in which I go up 4 and I go right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I just ask myself, instead of going up 2, I go up 4. So 2 times what number equals 4? Or I could say it was right 4 times what number would give me 8. But either way, I have a scale factor of 2. And I could do the same thing coming down. Right? If I'm coming down to A, I'm coming down 1 and right 3. Or to get to D, I'm coming down 2 and going right 6. So it's either 1 times what equals 2. Well, I know that one, that's n equals 2. Or 3 times what would give me the 6, and n is still 2. So really it does not matter which one I look at. But yeah, on a graph, that is actually much easier than people give it credit for. Finding that center of dilation, you just need to take 2 of the points with dilated points, draw the lines, and see where they cross. Once you get your center of dilation, then it's just a matter of find out how far up and over you have to go to get from one to the next, and then find that scale factor. In this case, the scale factor is 2. So unfortunately, nobody got that one right. I did have some people, several people noticed the scale factor was 2, but they were not able to find that center of dilation. And unfortunately, that was a 5-point all or nothing kind of question. So that's the end of the test. If you have any questions, please let me know. Hopefully, I should have this retake written by probably by next week. So those of you that want to start retaking, go ahead and brush up on some of these concepts, ask questions that you need to ask, and then have yourself ready to retake this next week. Have a great night, guys.